I'll just give you the 50-cent version, is that when I first got addicted to pain pills, I went to see an outpatient counselor about getting enrolled in some classes. And after explaining to her what I was using, she told me I needed to go tell my sister, my fiance, and my employer what was going on and that I needed help. I ran out of there very fast because I was filled with fear that they wouldn't understand. Because I didn't get the help I was seeking, because I was ashamed, because I was filled with fear, I lost that job. That fiance left me. I destroyed my relationship with my sister. That is being rebuilt today, but it was destroyed for many, many years. The bravest thing you can do is have the courage to ask for help, which I did not have. Rebel recovery. Ready? What rebel recovery means to me is that it takes the I am not anonymous movement one step further. Not only am I stepping out and breaking my own anonymity about my past, my addiction, in order to take that one step further, I have to use that as a platform to rebel against society, to rebel against the norms, to do things outside of the box, to make a difference and save lives. All the things that happen to us in active addiction, from an addict standpoint or from a loved one standpoint, really teaches us about this world and how drug addicts are treated and viewed upon. And in breaking down stigma, stigma's the number one killer here. It's not heroin. People don't get help because they're ashamed. They have been taught since they were little kids that if you do drugs, you're a bad person. Drugs make us do bad things. There's no lie about that. People commit crime under the influence of drugs because they can't stop. At its core, at its essence, that's not the person that's doing that. That's the drugs that is driving that. Deep down inside, that person is still that innocent kid, husband, wife, father that you loved before the drugs came into play. And not all drug addicts commit crimes. But that is not even the point here. The point is that we are so ashamed of ourselves. We feel like such dirt, scum, junkie, addict, whatever name you want to call us. We hate ourselves 1,000 times worse than you could ever hate us. And if we could remove that, to have more compassion and understanding, and get that to spread to active addicts out there or future addicts, that it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to admit that this is going on, more people will be apt to get into treatment. But if you suffer from this brain disorder, you can't stop, and they shouldn't be punished and demonized and stigmatized because they suffer from this. A lot of active addicts don't come to see me because they're ashamed. And that's ridiculous. I just want to give them some tools to save their lives. So that's one of the biggest challenges. And to rebel against this is to start a grassroots activism group, to speak for the suffering addict, to the family members that lost. This has nothing to do with the 12-step program. This is a completely outside issue, completely different venue. Monad is the original Rebel Recovery. It's the original chapter of what we're trying to start around the country. From a grassroots effort of starting activism with nothing but a cell phone and a laptop, to the harm reduction, to starting a needle exchange program, to starting Narcan distribution, to a reduced-fee legal clinic, free yoga meditation, to assisting addicts, to having more compassion toward medication-assisted treatment. So we want to spread that around the country, and using Monad as kind of the flagship, we get involved in legislation. We need to fight the battle where it happens, and that's in our state capitals and in DC, to make more laws to protect addicts and to ensure treatment. And then we also need to take another step further, legal or not. We need to do certain actions in our community to help save lives. That's what it means to be Rebel Recovery. I promise you that people will understand that they're not going to run away from you if you reach out to ask for help. Don't make the same mistake I made and hundreds of thousands of other addicts have made, where we believe that nobody will understand us, nobody will have compassion. If you truly humble yourself, ask for help, I promise you that person you thought that was going to hate you is probably going to give you a hug and tell you things are going to be okay. So have the courage to do that.